Hello and welcome to Versian Nationalsocialism. Today I report from Greece. Greece is not the main topic in Holocaust, but despite the German destinies in Holocaust, the thousands and millions of Jewish people in Greece, many people suffered in Holocaust and died. The main spot had been beautiful places like Athens and Crete. Lately, I can refer to you to watch my video about the house of Hitler in Piraeus, where Eva Braun and Hitler killed their housemaid because she denied to have sex with Hitler. These places now mostly had been abandoned places, and there's not just one thing you can know about. Another thing is how more than 8,000 little children died in a transport train to KZ. 8,000 and more people were transported from Greece and nobody could rescue them. The difference between Greece and Germany is that he had not been just Hitler, but they had an economy. They started the killing economy to Greek people in Greek. Some followed and took the money and took access to the killing economy to kill their neighbors, their labours, their friends, their boss, their employee, and children. So it had been that more than 8,000 children became victim of Holocaust and became transport to KZ in train wagons, like it is documented all over the Holocaust. They became prisoners in a train going to the death. They should die in KZ, but indeed they died on the way. How it could happen? The official and most responsible person was taking access to the killing economy and was a direct engaged person to Hitler. He became the economy to have a train to drive the citizens of Greece to the death. It was his new job. He became rich with killing other people. Now today it is a hard crime and judged, and you cannot say it was a rich, good person. No, he was a bad criminal. May others killed millions, they could die too. So the man took the economy to pay the gasoline, the train, and the workers to drive 8,000 children of a minority to the death. You can imagine when you kill 8,000 children of a minority, you decimate a whole group, a whole ethnic group, a whole ethnia. And this is what the man did. He took the money of the devil and he took this little children who never had done anything to anybody, without parents, without food, without something to drink, the long way to a transport wagon and trains to transport them to death. He knew they will be killed. And this is what the man did. But that was not the only thing. Living very comfortable in Greece, having a new business without really working, just torturing others, killing people and taking money from the most criminal person in the world. He took the trust of people who wanted to save the children. He took the support of people who wanted to save the children and fooled. He never wanted to rescue the children. To have no problems when Hitler is not next to him with SS. He fooled the Greek people who wanted to save the children. He said to everybody, yes, yes, yes. But what he did, he killed the children on his own. They did not need to go to KZ. This responsible person, can you imagine you are responsible for 8,000 children and you kill? The only thing you could have done, so simple, to achieve maybe 10, maybe 1 to survive is open the doors. But he didn't. He stopped anywhere in the landscape, the trains, not to arrive and to be gone. To have no conflict, not in Greece, not in Germany, taking all the money. And he stopped the trains by his own. It takes weeks, it took weeks until every child was dead. No food, nothing to drink. And he ordered his cheap workers, don't open, let nobody out. And it took weeks, and you could hear the screams over weeks until every child, 8,000 children, died. And that was not the only one demanded. Frequently, he opened the door, took one child, and raped them to death. The killer of 8,000 Jewish children from Greece. So this is a life, should be stopped too. For killing 8,000 children, you should deserve a death jail. And the horror to face. Nobody want to meet a person like that. Nowadays, it is still for fellows of Holocaust and racial hatred, and even the scandals of a man who killed with his own decisions, watching over weeks how 8,000 children die, not open one door, and raping over weeks little children to death, having no sense, did not pay on their own effort Holocaust compensation, and occupy the confiscated places. It is, I hope, in everybody's opinion, a big, big crime to kill 8,000 children out of to discuss. It is an example I'm very happy to give in one point. Many people say, oh, we could not have done something. We were forced to kill. There was no way. We could not say no. But every day on the world, people suffer so hard to survive for their party, for their trust, for their faith. Not to attend a corrupt system, not to attend the next governor, civil war. Many, 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 many different examples. It is not an excuse, never had been. And so many Nazi descendants pretend, or even people who had lived in this time, oh, we could not have to. This man is, I think, one of the rare examples who did not take the order of Hitler and killed by his own 8,000 children. He did not arrive. He stopped to have no conflicts with nobody. For an adult, you can stand a contact. You cannot stand any kind of conflict. Is that an adult? Killing 8,000 people to have no conflict. It is something people never should forget. It is unforgivable. This is why I do my videos, of course, to show how bad assess this history part in humanity still affects us today. What the people done, you cannot imagine. It's one thing I can tell you. a man who's responsible for killing and watching how 8,000 children died over weeks in a train. You cannot understand. It's not able. They overwhelm through Cyclone B in our environment, which would give us life, lost places, damaged history, and a lot of hatred and frustration. And of course, an attitude that killing economy or earning without working is anything acceptable. It is a very hard story, and I think never to forget. And of course, this 8,000 children deserve from me, of course, their own YouTube video. It is, I don't know, it is awful. Once the man became targeted out for the horror of 8,000 children, a court became engaged to find him, to tackle him, and bring him to justice. He lived over years next to the coast, on the ground, after he killed 8,000 children. So this is completely not matching with our sense of justice today, and I hope that never will times like that be again. It is awful, just awful. So yeah, what else can I say? Bye.